Hi folks, it's John Nizman from lastchanceautorestore.com. I'd like to share with you another update. This is the 1950 Ford F47 half-ton step-side pickup truck. So in our previous video we shared with you where we had a lot of sanding done, a lot of stripping done on the roof and the exterior of this pickup truck. We have it on our dolly obviously, and we've laid it on its back by its back window. And now we're looking at the bottom of the floor. So in our previous video we had it in the same position, but it was very difficult to tell what was going on because of all the different black products that were sprayed on top of this steel. So now we can see structurally it's very strong. There has been some work done to it and it's very, very well done. So this center tunnel, this you can see the hardware, so this whole center section is removable, and that's the way the factory designed it. This has been repaired and it's been done very, very nicely. So we can see the fabrication has been all welded in and ground smooth, and we have the proper grooves. The only thing that's unfinished is the hole here, but that's for our shifter base. And then you can see all along the rocker panels there's been new panels put in and quite a bit of welding done. The nice thing is we don't see any questionable repairs. They're all repaired properly, so structurally with all the metal it's been done right, and that would explain why the outer rocker panels down both sides were so wavy and damaged and quite ripply, so we'll end up dealing with that. So you can see the toe boards where the floor meets the toe boards. It's in nice shape. There's a little bit of a gap in here where the two pieces meet. I think the camera can pick that up. So what we'll do is we'll hammer and dolly that closed, and then we'll give a couple of spot welds to make sure that we don't get any buildup of corrosion from road grime and so on getting into that section. And this is on the passenger side, and then the same idea on the driver's side where these two fold over. We want to make sure that they're flush and flat, and then we're going to close in this seam area here, because you can see there'll be a buildup of moisture that can get in between and rot those away. So we'll make sure that that's closed and sealed properly. So now that we have the bottom floor all sandblasted and cleaned up properly, our next step is we're going to remove these mounts, and then we'll clean everything up, and then we're going to prepare it for a special two-part epoxy. And the black epoxy will completely seal this floor and firewall section. Once we have that done, then we'll move on. We'll put the cab back on the dolly in its correct position, and then we'll continue to prepare the body, because we have some cowl patches or replacements. So I think the camera can probably pick it up. In our last video, we shared with you where these panels had a lot of oddball repairs and really thick body filler. It was more than the thickness of a loonie or a quarter, as most of us would know. So we've ordered panels, so we're going to cut this rotted piece out and put the factory correct new piece in there. And you can see in this section here where the hood mechanisms go for the hinge, it's now sandblasted. We've got a little more cleaning that we need to do, and then once this panel is replaced with new steel, then we'll prepare the whole cab and we'll get it ready for a two-part epoxy. So that's on the cab of the truck, which is moving very well. And if we move over to the bed, in our latest video or previous video, the cab had quite a bit of paint on it, and we were talking about lots of runs in the paint. And it was great. We we test sanded a few locations, and thank goodness that we sandblasted this, because it didn't have proper primer and the steel wasn't properly sealed off. So it just had kind of like a no-name brand primer that was sprayed to bare metal, and then there was quite a bit of body filler, and you can see there's remnants of body filler. All of these white or lighter patches is all body filler that the sandblaster couldn't remove all of the material. So now that we have all that material moved, we have the bare metal ready. So we'll do a little bit of sanding and preparation, and then we'll be able to apply a proper two-part epoxy to completely seal all the bare metal. And then once we do that, then we'll continue on. So this is the bed of the 50 Ford truck. It's all been welded together, and we'll share with you in an upcoming video as the progress continues on this. We've also sandblasted the tailgate. So lots of progress, it's going very well. So this is the 1950 Ford F47 pickup, and I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.